Yeah, I think as long as you're only 1-0 up, the opposition's always going to feel as they've got a chance. I think obviously Kilmarnock play with the big boy on Harry Milne just to try and get flicks, and got them up the pitch a few times, so you're going to have to defend your box on one or two occasions. I thought we had just overcome that with the last long throw in for Davy Watson, and the goal just comes out of the blue. Really, it's a save that should be made. We all know that. Alex knows that, and it's a sore one for us in the context of the wee run we're on. It's been a 1-0 Shankland would have been just what the doctor ordered, really, and just get our clean sheet. I thought we got a lot for the game that we'd hoped for, but we needed to carry more threat, more the keeper more for our crosses. I thought we had complete control of the game, particularly first half and the start of the second half. And obviously when Kilmarnock change their shape and they go a bit more direct, they go to back four and play up to the big boy Dackers. They got a bit of territory from that a few times, but we just feels like we've chucked away a couple of points, and it's a sore one for us in the context, as I say, of the run. We could just all needed a win there and feel good about ourselves again, but unfortunately it's not to be. Sometimes football's like that. It's a kick in the teeth. Alex, we got a lot of praise the other day there, making a couple of really good saves, and such is a way for a goalkeeper. It's just but we could just have done with that clean sheet, and a 1-0 Shankland, a win just to settle everybody down again and back to winning ways was exactly what we were looking for. And I thought we were a better team. I thought we had good control, but while it's only 1-0, you're always going to give the opposition a bit of hope.
Did you feel like you created enough? Did you feel like you created enough to put the game away, or was that not quite there?
I thought when we engaged with strikers, and even the goal, I think it's a pass through central, a run through from Shanks, that unbelievable calm finish, quality finish for Lawrence. But I thought we had control side to side on the outside of the shape. I thought we put some really good crosses in the first half, but maybe looking for a few more crashing in on the goal and getting their bodies beyond that and getting those first touches. Kilmarnock are a team who quite set in their shape with the five. They went 5-4-1, really kind of compact, and made us go around them. And I actually thought we had some good combinations to get into wide areas. But in answer to your question, I thought we were a threat to the final bit, and then we just needed to get more touches in the box. And like I say, I know Thomas hit the woodwork. Kabori's get a chance just before he comes off. Braga's a chance as he comes off the side, and what's the goalkeeper? But we're expecting a bit more for ourselves in that instance. And I just think we've got one or two of the lads who have been loads of praise and loads of have done brilliant for us. The kind of creative ones. Maybe just not quite there at the minute, but 1-0 should have been enough a day. So it's we score a very good goal. We should be talking about the quality of Launch's goal. We should be talking about the fact we're back to winning ways. But unfortunately, everybody's just going to talk about drawing the game again.
Is there an element of the last few games that the frustrating element is the decision making in the final third, and how easy is that to remedy?
Well, we try to strip it back. We've worked on made the point clearly yesterday. We worked on getting it wide early. We worked on putting balls in the box. We told strikers to expect the balls in the box. Just try to strip it back. I knew we would get a lot of control and gain a lot of territory in their half. But again, it's those little combinations. We try to go with two wingers and two fullbacks who are happy to hit the byline. But I just feel as though that either our final decision in those moments, the quality runs or whatever, I just thought sometimes we just need to be a bit more basic and simple and put balls in the box. Strikers like balls in the box. They need to know it's coming. There's a team try to stop you, put the ball in the box. There's a team try to defend the box. We get three centre halves there a lot of the time, but I thought we could have made a bit more hay with that, to be honest. But this is how I want us to play. I want us to play with wingers. I want us to play with two strikers, and I want us to ask the question of the opposition. I thought in the very first few minutes we stretched our back line, we Kabori in behind a few times, and then I thought we could have done it a wee bit more down the sides, centre halves, rather than going wide all the time. We just need a wee bit more thought and a wee bit more poise and a bit more quality. There was nothing else. We had control of the game. My centre halves dealt with the big striker. My fullbacks dealt with the attacking threat on the outside of their counter attacking threat, and we hemmed them in for long periods. But they're Celtic 1-0 tonight. 1-0's enough. They've got a goal 1-0. Everybody probably expecting 4 or 5 in the hand tonight against a team that are struggling a wee bit. but 1-0's enough. I just said that to them there. Sometimes 1-0 is enough. Sometimes 1-0s are the better ones. They're the best ones to win. Get your clean sheet, but up the road and with 3 points, and knowing there's a bit more in you. But when you don't get it, it's a sore one.
So how danger that? Is that a psychological blow here this Sunday, or do you hope it might give the boys a firing player?
Right now, well, I'd rather we didn't lose a goal. So it's a blow. Of course it is. It's a blow that we had the 3 points. I also thought we should have a penalty at the end. I don't know. The angle I've seen is a bit inconclusive, so I don't know. But you've seen Lewis Mayall's reaction, who's standing next to him. He puts his hand in his head in his hands, and the boy's a bit sheepish. I don't know. The only angle I think you can properly see of it is a clear run down his arm, and he certainly looked at it was from behind the goal, and we don't have that at this moment. But I thought we should have had a potential penalty there. Don't know what you thought.
How confident are you that Wilton you'll snap out of this in terms of results?
Well, up until the last part of the game, I thought 1-0. I thought we were good today. Right? I thought we had, as I say, good control. And I can understand that when you've been on a wee bit of the run that we're on, that maybe hang on to the 1-0 a wee bit. We didn't try it. We tried to get Braga on like for like. When they go to back four, we play narrow, Braga a wee bit narrow off, bring Spittle in to match up the 3 in the middle of the park. And you know, like I say, sometimes a team that's 1-0, you've still got to see the game out. We've all been there. Get your first contact, stay nice and compact with your shape. There was like 2 or 3 times where we gave the ball away when we should have looked after the ball a bit better, run about halfway line, stayed calm, seen the game out. But I don't think we quite did that. We were a wee bit rushed, gave the ball away a couple of times, which just allows the opposition to maybe feel there's just something there for them. So disappointing.
On an individual basis, how happy with Christian's performance, his first start since Aberdeen, I think?
Yeah, I thought he did absolutely fine in the game. I thought he was eager to impress. We spoke about getting those switches of play from Kizaridis or through your middle of part or Stu Finlay on that side. Forrest tried to drag the wing back in and Christian to get into good high advanced areas. I thought he had two brilliant crosses first half, and I thought his willingness was there. He can be pleased with his performance. I think individually I thought centre halves were good. I thought Harry Milne was good again. I thought in the middle of the park were very good. I thought McInnes was very good. And like I say, it was a brilliant goal, and unfortunately for us, we're not talking about that. We're looking at other things now again, rather than just being happy with 1-0.
How important they go to Celtic Park and they don't have any apprehension, given that's 4 games without a win now, and they try and discover that kind of fire they had right at the start of the season and win Celtic.
Fire's there. There's no. Listen, boys are firing all right. We could just do with getting a wee bit more quality back into certain areas. We're not giving up loads of chances. It was 0-0 Saturday. Should have got a clean sheet today. It was 1-0 at Aberdeen. You know, we're not. We've lost a wee bit of our potency, I would suggest. But I don't think we've lost any of our fire or any of our. There's 1 or 2 little mistakes have come into it. Go against Aberdeen's a wee bit of an anomaly in terms of they get a ricochet in the break of the ball, and the night's a mistake. It happens. So the fire's there, the spirit's there still. We've got a good set of lads. But there's no doubt it's like one extreme to the other now. We're no losing games, but we certainly need to be doing a bit more to win games.